All right, since I'm doing ratings, it is time for Trump. I've refrained for all of 2019, okay? It's time for the late February assessment of our president. I'm going to break it into three categories because I think there are three essential elements of the presidency: foreign policy, domestic policy, and presence. On foreign policy, Donald Trump gets an A-. Okay? Things have gotten much better in the world, in part thanks to him. ISIS has shrunk its control far more than we ever had under Barack Obama. ISIS controls very few people now. Al-Shabaab is on the run. And those horrible people, Boko Haram, who were terrorizing Nigerians, they have been quelled. I like what he has done in the Middle East thus far. I like that we are probably pulling out of something that shouldn't be our conflict in the first place. So on the whole, I'm pretty happy. I do not include tariff policy under foreign policy because Donald Trump has done this as a domestic policy. And on domestics, he's at C-. He's done a few good things, a few little good things, but two biggies are really harmful. One is the trade policy. It's hurting American consumers. It's hurting a lot of American businesses, and it's an un-American thing to do. Secondly, budget deficits, okay? A zeal to cut taxes is not enough. A zeal to cut has to come with spending cuts, and he hasn't done it. He hasn't done it. So, ladies and gentlemen, a $1.3 trillion expected addition to the debt is not good presidential domestic policy. Okay, finally, presence, D, maybe D+. He hasn't killed anybody, but he lies all the time. He is not a good role model except in the upstandingness that very few presidents have had. That he will stand up, he will be forceful, and he won't mince words. I like that. In an era of political correctness and namby-pamby, good-feeling stuff, when something deserves to be said, it's nice to actually hear it. So that gets him above D, but not much. My solution, I would like to see, and I've said this since August, I don't think he should run again. Donald Trump could do a very good thing for America and himself by withdrawing. Okay? Be a one-term president. He'll tout it as, look at how much success I have brought. Okay? He'll be able to truthfully say some stuff. He'll untruthfully say other stuff and then go away. Be out of the conversation. That might give some elevation to Mike Pence, but it's not an automatic. I think Pence would be a decent president. But then it does let a whole array of good and maybe some not so good Republicans into the race, and it takes legislation for the next 2 years out of the anti-Trump arena. Democrats get to say good or bad, not based on whether it helps or hurts Donald Trump's chances. This would take posturing and positioning away from Democrats in their legislation. It probably takes it away from even some Republicans who may or may not be supporting Trump just to toe the party line, and maybe they end up being more independent themselves. I'm all for independence. Trump himself, he can go off into the sunset. Okay, he'll think of himself as heroic. He probably might end up being considered one of the better presidents for conservatives. Okay, if you're a conservative, you have to admire some things that even Ronald Reagan couldn't do. So, go, right? And tell us early that you're going away, and being a lame duck doesn't mean you lack power. And once you're done, you can happily play golf. You can build more hotels. You can do more modeling pageants, okay? The scandals are going to get worse over the next 22 months, okay? Stay away from that. Don't live with them for 6 more years. Instead, Go away. Consider it mission accomplished. Job done. Bye-bye. That's my take as of today. I'm Mark Stewart Greenstein.